Hello dear students, welcome to Prerna. So this is the last segment of the first module. So we are with the travelogues, the travelers of the modern period. Travelogues of the ancient and the medieval period as given in your syllabus we have covered by now. Now these are the travelers who wrote their accounts, which are very important even now, the travelogues of the modern period, and in your syllabus they've given only two names. So we'll be discussing only about two people, and they are Ralph Fitch and Francis Buchanan. So modern period in the distinction is made in history, where you can see the time when Vasco da Gama came to Calicut. You can see how that in fact was can be seen as a demarcation between the medieval and the modern period, where you can see how a lot of foreign traders came to India. For Portuguese were there, French were there, the British came. The British were the most successful. They had the East India Company, the British East India Company, which played a very important role in administration in India. From 1757 they fought a number of wars in India, and ultimately they asserted their hegemony in India and also their rule in India. We know about that. So here we're going to mention about two travelers of the modern period. The first one from England itself, his name was Ralph Fitch. Ralph Fitch, whose documents really helped the English East India Company to rule over India, because this person was a consultant of the English East India Company later. So let's see what Ralph Fitch did. His personal life first. So this period 1550-1611. That's modern in the 1550-1611. He was an English merchant. He was not a writer actually. He began his career as a traveler. London. And what did he do? He traveled to a lot of places. Mesopotamia, Persian Gulf, Indian subcontinent, Bengal. He was not a chronicler in the beginning, but then he later started writing his accounts, and he kept it ready so that you could see how these accounts were so valuable that the English East India Company, their officers consulted Ralph Fitch. Let us see which all areas he traveled. He began his journey as early as 1583. I have given here the names of his friends along with whom he began his journey. John Newbery, John Eldred, William Leeds, James Stewart. Just have given the names. Tiger, T-I-G-R in the ship start Syria. Okay, Syria, he went to Mesopotamia, that is modern Iraq, Baghdad, Basra, India, that is 1584. Please note that 1584 Ralph Fitch visited India. It was Emperor Akbar's court. About Akbar, Emperor Akbar, hope you know, because that was a period when India had a golden age. His broad-mindedness, his relationship with Hindus, his universal religion, that was Dinilahi. So Akbar was himself a very a person, ruler who was so royal in his approach to others, travelers, and he welcomed all these travelers. So അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ കോട്ടിലാണ് റാൽഫ് ഫിച്ച് പോകുന്നത്. ആ ഒരു അക്ബർ ചക്രവർത്തിയുടെ കാലഘട്ടത്തിനെ പറ്റിയിട്ടാണ് റാൽഫ് ഫിച്ച് ഇന്ത്യയിലെ പറ്റിയിട്ടുള്ള എഴുതുന്നത്. Okay, so that is about Akbar. He visited Fatehpur Sikri, which was Akbar's capital. That's കാണുന്നുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ ശേഷം അദ്ദേഹം പിന്നെയും ഒരുപാട് സ്ഥലങ്ങളിലേക്ക് പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. പട്ന, അദ്ദേഹം പിന്നെ പോകുന്നത് മ്യാൻമർ, that is ബർമ, അതിന്റെ 1586ലേക്ക് അങ്ങനെ മ്യാൻമറിലേക്ക് പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. സോ 1588 പിന്നെ അദ്ദേഹം പോകുന്നത് ഒരുപാട് അതും അവിടെ നിന്നും പോയിട്ട് മലാക്ക, മലയ് പെനിൻസുല, സൗത്ത് ഈസ്റ്റ് ഏഷ്യ ഭാഗങ്ങളിൽ പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെ തിരിച്ചെത്തുന്നത് 1591ലാണ്. 1591. It was a very long journey which he had. London വന്നിട്ട് ഈ ഒരു പ്രദേശങ്ങൾ മുഴുവൻ കവർ ചെയ്യാണ്. ഇന്ത്യൻ സബ് കോണ്ടിനെന്റ്, മെസോപ്പൊട്ടേമിയ, ഒരുപാട് പ്രദേശങ്ങളാണ് കവർ ചെയ്തത്. And you see how his writings were very important for the English East India Company. എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് The English East India Company, they were ruling over a strange new land. They were not knowing about the Indian traditions, the religious practices here in India. Hindus had a set of practices, Muslims had a set of practices, different languages, Sanskrit and Persian, and which the Muslims spoke. Urdu was there. So it was very difficult for them to administer over these myriad types of population. So what did they do? They wanted to make their administration easier. So such officers helped them. So Ralph Fish was a consultant of, in fact, of the East India Company. Fitch's journey, this is for the literature students. Macbeth, William Shakespeare, scene 3 Macbeth, where the first witch cackles about a sailor's wife. Her husband's to Aleppo gone, master of the tiger. This is Ralph Fich's journey. Ralph Fich's journey. William Shakespeare had quoted Ralph Fish and his journey. Okay, so that is about Ralph Fish and his travels. So he visited Emperor Akbar's court. That is what you have to remember. Next, let us take the case of Francis Buchanan. Okay, Francis Buchanan. He was of Scotland. Scotland in the Francis Hamilton Buchanan period 1762 to 1829. He was not only a writer. Travelogues, he was a geographer, a zoologist and a botanist. And he has written so much about the flora, fauna and the fishes of India. So let us see how he did it and when he did it. So Francis Buchanan. India, East India Company to survey, to conduct a survey of Indian, especially South India. South India, 1799, Tipu Sultan was defeated by the British, Anglo-Mysorian War. So Tipu Sultan East India Company control, Anglo-Mysorian Wars. But the Hindus and the Muslims and the population of flora, fauna, plants, animals. So this person was appointed to conduct a survey. Buchanan. Survey survey reports a journey from Madras through the countries of Mysore, Canara, Malabar. Malabar area. A journey from Madras through the countries of Mysore, Canara, Malabar. An account of the Kingdom of Nepal. But two surveys. The first in 1800, another one 1807-14. He was a surgeon to the Governor General of India, Lord Wellesley. Zoo organized, zoo organized, that is the Alipur Zoo now. He was in charge of the institution for promoting natural history of India. Being a botanist and zoologist, he was in charge of that. For promoting the natural history of India, which was founded by Wellesley. Natural history of India okay. What did he do? Regarding his surveys, let us see what all he covered. Survey effort in India. That also a stranger, a foreigner coming to India, studying Indian languages, experiencing Indian climate, which was not at all comfortable to these people. Coming from a very cold land, they found it very difficult, unbearable. See what all he's done here. Topography, that is geography of India, history, antiquity. Antiquity is about Indian tribes, religion, natural productions, agriculture. He studied about Indian floods, farms, landed property, finance, common arts, weights and measures. പിന്നെ അദ്ദേഹം ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള വേറൊരു കാര്യം എക്സ്പോർട്സ് ആൻഡ് ഇമ്പോർട്ട്സ്. സോ ഓൾ ദീസ് തിങ്സ് ഹി സ്റ്റഡീഡ്. ഇത്രയും കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് ഒരാൾ പഠിക്കുന്നത്. സോ നമ്മൾ ഇപ്പോഴൊക്കെ ഒരാൾ ഒരു റിസർച്ച് ഒരു ടോപ്പിക്കാണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. ദിസ് ഇസ് സച്ച് എ വൈഡ് ഏരിയ വിച്ച് ഹി കവേർഡ് അബൌട്ട് സൗത്ത് ഇന്ത്യ എസ്പെഷ്യലി. പിന്നെ ബംഗാളും ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. പിന്നെ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ പ്രധാനമായിട്ടുള്ള, സിൻസ് ഹി വാസ് എ സുവോളജിസ്റ്റ്, ഐ ടോൾഡ് ഹി വാസ് എ ബൊട്ടാനിസ്റ്റ്, അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ പ്രധാനമായിട്ടുള്ള വേറൊരു സംഭാവന എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഹി റോട്ട് ലാർജ്ലി അബൌട്ട് ഇന്ത്യൻ ഫിഷ് സ്പീഷീസ്. ഇന്ത്യൻ ഫിഷ് സ്പീഷീസ് പല ഇനം മത്സ്യങ്ങൾ കേൾക്കുകയും നമ്മൾ അറിയാത്ത ഒരുപാട് മീനുകൾ ദാറ്റ് വേ നോട്ട് ഫോർമലി നോൺ, 100 സ്പീഷീസ്. അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെ ഒരു അക്കൗണ്ട് അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു സർവേ നടത്തിയതിൽ അതിന്റെ റിസൾട്ട് എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. എൻ അക്കൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് ദ ഫിഷസ് found in river Ganges and its branches. എന്താണ്? An account of the fishes found in the river Ganges and its branches. That was published in 1822. So that is how he had spent his life in India. So his books were very worthy, and these books are consulted even now by those students who study about Indian geography, zoology, Indian fishes, flora and fauna, and especially if you want to know about Malabar, colonial Malabar, Madras presidency, what happened to Madras presidency, Tipu Sultan ശേഷം എന്ത് പറ്റി, ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഭരണമാണ്, എന്ത് വേണമെങ്കിലും നമുക്ക് ഇദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ ട്രാവലോഗ്സിൽ കൂടെ കിട്ടും. When you study about Malabar, definitely you study about Buchanan's role. Francis Buchanan Hamilton, that was his name. So that is about the travelers. So we come to an end here with the travelogue. So these were the travelers of the modern period, Ralph Fitch and Francis Buchanan. With that, this module is over. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.